Hello, everyone. My name is Robert Sullivan, and this is my informational interview for my Business 3013 class presented by Professor Scarpella. Currently, I'm a junior business, finance, and accounting major at Point Loma Nazarene, and let's jump into it. So, my thoughts and details prior to reaching out to everyone that I interviewed with. I actually had some background in cold calling because last summer I worked with a private financial planning company and was able to cold call probably 200 phone calls a week. So, it wasn't a big deal for me to reach out to some of these professionals, and it was honestly extremely beneficial to me to reach out to them. So, this taught me some more communication skills on top of that. Allowed me to build a better social aspect to myself, which could be an extremely good detail for the real estate market, which is something I really wanted to go into after I graduate. Um, so basically, from this project, I received a way better understanding of exactly what I want to do and how I can align my goals with exactly the career path I want to choose later in life. All right, so the first person that I interviewed was Ryan Dalzell, and his background information was he actually grew up in South Africa when he was a boy. He was born in the United States, but moved to South Africa. His dad was actually building some units over there, so that's why they moved out there for a little while. He attended Torrey Pines High School, which I'm familiar with because I graduated from Poway. We played them a lot in football, but he graduated from Cal Poly SLO with the honors program certification. Oh gosh. And currently he's married with 3 kids. His hobbies include golf, running, and initially, right when he graduated, he thought that he wanted to become a commercial pilot. So he really wanted to go in that direction, but his dad and brother steered him in the real estate aspect of things. So he decided to jump into business with them. So Ryan Dalzell and his international realty, he works closely with his father and brother, and it's almost like a properties brother thing. I don't know if you're familiar with that. And later in the slide, I'll tell you why. Um, his father and brother are both contractors, which means they build more of the houses, buy more of the land. They're more of the grunt workers, whereas Ryan personally is more of a marketer, and he works with the internet aspect of listing homes, taking photos of them, and actually just getting the Dalzell name out into the world. So he runs their internet platform, and he just wants to maximize the company exposure to everyone. And through that, he actually grabbed a TV show that airs at like 3:30 or 4:30 in the morning on, I believe it's CBS or something like that in San Diego. But it was really cool to see how he actually has his own TV show, and it was a really cool experience to actually watch one of the episodes. So Ryan told me specifically, hey, Rob, you really got to maintain a balanced lifestyle. And I personally like to do outdoor activities. I run marathons, things like that. I have a balanced lifestyle that allows me, and the real estate market allows me to create my own hours, which is exactly why I would love to jump into real estate right once I graduate, because I feel like I would want to have my own balanced lifestyle. So the most important information I received from Ryan was to have values and goals, and don't let yourself stray very far from those. And because with me, I love God and I love surfing, I love things like that, and I really don't want to stray too far from those. So I don't want to go into a career path that I would hate doing or stuck behind like a cubicle or something like that. So he taught me that. So the second person I interviewed, I know maybe a couple of you guys are pretty familiar with him. His name's Travis Carter. His background, he's born and raised in Temecula, again, very close to Poway, so I'm familiar. He is currently married with 3 children, and he lives very close to Point Loma Nazarene campus, almost right down the road. Like I said, graduated from Point Loma, much like I did. So I really kind of see him as almost like a father figure or a mentor, someone I could really look up to and see like, hey, you're an extremely successful person. How do I do what you did to become who you are right now? So currently he's actually a surf team coach, and he volunteers a lot at his church, and he just loves his family, being outdoors, and he's a huge musician. So that was really cool that he shared with me. So this is actually Travis in the background surfing. I believe it's at the jetties. So he works with large companies in the commercial real estate brokerage side of things. So he works with companies like Google, Yahoo, Amazon, people that you're very familiar with. And he deals with very, very complex transactions. And a lot of his colleagues shared with me that he's a really good negotiator, communicator, and he understands the accounting and numbers aspect of each real estate and business deal. So with him, he actually sells, buys, and presents like office spaces and things like that in downtown San Diego, La Jolla, other places. And when it comes to that, you also run into legality issues. So somebody might want a complex and the lease isn't up, things like that. He deals with all of that. You got to be a very, very well-rounded person when it comes to the brokerage side of things. And that's what I aim to do later in life. So he actually won 2017 Broker of the Year, which was a tremendous accolade. And kudos to him. It was extremely cool that he could share that with me. And it's another reason why maybe I'd like him to mentor me, because we have very same pathways. Again, what he shared with me, and that's why I love real estate, is he creates his own schedule, and that's kind of a thing that I really like, and that's why I love to go into commercial real estate brokerage, because, hey, you can make a lot of money as well as creating your own schedule. What's better than that? So the best advice I received from him is to do what you love, but hopefully aligned with God and his values as well as yourselves. So everything's got to align, but when they do, things tend to work out, and that's really what he kind of stressed to me, and that's how he did what he did. So the third person I interviewed, he was probably the third person I liked out of the three, because we shared much different social cues and aspects. I'm more on the extroverted side. He's more on the introverted side. He was, more of the brains behind his profession, and I'm more of the open, trying to meet with people sort of deal I am. So he graduated from George Fox University with a computer science degree, and that explains a lot about what I just said. His father started the business that he currently works for, and his hobbies include reading, coding, playing on his computer. But he personally owns a couple spas in California and Arizona, and he loves swimming, relaxing, and hanging out with his friends. So Garrett actually runs and operates a trailer park business, which his father started. And I was like, whoa, you started a trailer park business. That's so cool. I bet you make a ton of money. But actually, when he really broke it down, he makes a ton of money. He said it's the smartest way to earn money in real estate. You don't have to pay for property taxes, as well as they have to buy their own trailer park and move it into your land space. And then they have to pay for utilities. So everything that they pay you for putting a parcel on your land is just complete revenue, other than probably landscaping and things like that, which is minuscule to the actual rent expenses that they have to pay you. So, like I said, his father founded the business, and then he graduated with a coding and computer science degree, but he decided to join his father because it looked like things were looking up for him in that realm of business. So his main goal is just to expand. He just wants to expand the company, and the more units you have, the more land you have, the more money you can make. So the most important information I received from Garrett was, think outside the box. Don't be afraid of committing to something you believe in. And that's exactly what he did, and that's exactly what his father did, and it really seemed like it worked out. All right, I'm trying to go out. All right, so the takeaways. This was probably the most extremely beneficial project that I've ever done in my collegiate career. It allowed for me to actually receive either a mentorship, internship, and or job opportunity after I graduate. And I'm much more in line with my goals and values as a person and as a student than prior to this project. And I feel like meeting with these people and seeing, hey, this is exactly what I want to do later in life, it was really cool to me, saying, hey, this is what I need to do to achieve it. So thank you, Professor Scarpella. This was an amazing assignment, and I really enjoyed it. So thank you.